takes a knee at the 46. A loss, but now just 30 seconds left. And now Northfield will take its last time out.
Well, no doubt Toby's given us a lot of delight here in this game. He's excelled on both ends of the ball. Has really controlled the game offensively for Detroit Lakes. Has over 100 yards rushing.
The Northfield Raiders 13-0 coming into the game. Just 24 seconds away from being forced to settle for the runner-up spot. Look at the Detroit Lakes sideline. Jeremy Cota getting a pat on the back from Matt Horner. It looked like he was on street clothes, or in street clothes there.
Well, it looks like the defending champs are going to be champs again.
Steinmetz simply has to take the snap successfully and down the ball. The Raiders can't stop the clock anymore. He does that. He's touched. And the clock will wind down from 20.
I think overall of all the performances we've had today so far, Toby Steinmetz has got to be ranked as probably the one performer that's done the best here today.
Well, doesn't that shot say it all? Jeremy Weber consoled by a teammate. 27 games in a row and 2 state titles in a row for Detroit Lakes. And what an effort turned in by Toby Steinmetz. Rob Sullivan's team taking second in their class this year, a 13-1 record. And a fine comeback. They never had the lead in this game, but they tied it just prior to halftime, and it looked for all the world as if they were going to tie it late in the fourth quarter as well.
Well, they had their opportunities, no doubt. And that's a good attest to this game. It was a great game. Ended up being more exciting in the second half.
The first 2 times that Detroit Lakes brought their team down here, they had to settle for the runner-up spot. But now, in their last 2 visits here to the Metrodome and Prep Bowl, they leave with the championship trophy. Dave Johnson, the injured running back, getting a ride from his teammates. He was the top ground gainer on this Detroit Lakes team this year. And even though he's unable to play, he'll share in the celebration.
Well, it's a tribute to the coaching staff, to all the student athletes who have sacrificed their time to be involved with this extracurricular activity and go through all the hurt and pain that comes along with playing high school football. And it's good. On one hand, we see a overjoyous group of youngsters here from Detroit Lakes, but again, we shouldn't feel that Northfield should have their heads down because they've had a good season also.
Well, this was a good football game, and Dave Johnson getting a nice tribute from his teammates. He gets the game ball. How about that? Matt Winter handing him the game ball, and for the second year in a row, the Detroit Lakes Lakers are champions of Class A. But you're right, the Northfield Raiders had an outstanding season, and as time passes on, the disappointment of this game, I think, will fade. They had an outstanding year. And
yeah, you know, senior student athletes don't like to go out on a losing note, but you have to realize Northfield won 13 games this year, and that's a big tribute to them. Not too many teams in this state are able to win 13 games.
championship
Matt Horner,
trophy.
a senior.
Matt Horner caught the first touchdown pass in this game and was unable to come back due to concussion. But as we always want to note, it's a team game. It takes more than just one person to win.
Twin Class A championships for Detroit Lakes in 1992 and now again in 1993. So all three defending champions in this championship field here today have successfully defended their championships. And we have one game left to go. Apple Valley against Rochester John Marshall.
Are you sure? You sure we don't have more to go than just one?
One game to go, and that trophy will, well, they'll start up 94 and then probably cut over to Highway 10 and take that championship trophy back home to Detroit Lakes. And right now the honors go to Casey Jensen. And on the other side for Northfield, Sam Richardson and Ryan Setterstrom.
Sam Richardson had a good game also, both offensively and defensively. Yeah, he threw that last interception, but, you know, he had 9 solo tackles, 4 assists. You know, he had an interception and also recovered a fumble. So he played good in his last game of his high school career.
The AA championship game, by the way, will kick off around 8:30. We've got a dance line exhibition, which we'll be bringing you. But on our end of the game scoreboard, brought to you